last class, we have completed what is endorsement, what are the essential conditions of endorsement, and also the kinds of endorsement. So today we'll be moving into the next topic called as check. A check is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order drawn on a specified banker, signed by the drawer directing the banker to pay on demand a certain sum of money to the person named or the bearer. Now, this is the actual meaning of check, okay, even though it's kind of enlarged, but this is what exactly a check means, okay. It is a written instrument, right? Check is never printed. Check, you need to write it. It's a written instrument, okay. It's an unconditional order. So you just present the check and the check gets encashed, or the check or the amount in the check gets directly credited in the particular account holder. Is that clear? There's no any conditions or to be performed before you encash the check. That is the meaning of unconditional order. It is definitely drawn on a specified banker. That means only if you are a customer or you are an account holder in any particular bank, you will be getting the opportunity of the checkbook, correct? Then only you can make use of it. So it is drawn on the specified banker, and the account holder has to sign and fill in the details of the check leaf. Now here, as we see, this is just a pro forma of a check leaf. I'm sure all of you have seen, correct? So here we see they start from pay to the order of. Can you see that words? First thing that is starting over there, pay to the order of. So there is the place where you are going to write the person name, Mr. So and so or Miss so and so, okay. And next you have the amount in terms of words, okay, in the numeric form. And the person to whom you're going to write, that person is called as payee. Next, we have amount in return in words. So whatever amount you have written in the box, right, in terms of numbers, you have to write it in the form of sentence. And then that memo is not a part of the check, okay, it's just added thing over here. Signature, very important. And this signature, guys, has to match when you have opened the account in a particular bank. You would have done a specimen signature in 3 or 4 places, right? I hope you remember. That signature has to match with the signature you have made on the check leaf. And last but not the least, the date, okay. You have to mention the current date over there on the top right corner. These are the basic details that you have to fill. The name of the person, that is payee, date, amount in numbers, amount in words, and your signature. These are the 5 different details that every time you issue a check leaf, you have to write these details. Let's understand who are the parties to a check. There are 3 parties to every check or a payment order. Number 1 is the drawer, okay. That is, I am the or let's say account holder of S Bank, okay. I have my account in S Bank, and then I write a check. So I will have a checkbook, correct? The bank will issue a checkbook in my name. So I can issue checks in case I need to make payment to anybody, okay. Now let's say I am issuing a check to Punit, okay. If I issue a check to Punit, now he is called as the payee, okay. The person or the organization named to receive payment. That is, if I'm going to write on the check, pay to the order of Punit, then the check will belong to Punit. Now, if As I just mentioned, I am the account holder in which bank? S Bank. So S Bank would become the drawee. Clear? The financial institution upon whom the check is drawn. Is that clear? So drawer is the account holder. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Drawee is the person who is the account holder. That is the person writing the check. Drawee is the person upon whom the check is drawn. That is the account holder's bank. And third person or the third party over here is payee. That is the person or the organization named to receive payments. Either I can make payments to individual persons, okay, or I can make payments to organizations as well, right, like companies as well. So these are the three parties to a check. Next, understand features of a check. What are the features of a check? Number one, it is an instrument in writing. As we mentioned earlier, right, we have to write, right, write the name of the pay, the date, amount, signature. So it's a amount or it's a instrument in written or in writing. That's the number one feature. Second, it contains unconditional order. In order to write a check, you don't need any condition. In order to encash a check, you don't need any condition. Is that clear? It is an unconditional order. You receive a check, you go to the banker, they will just encash it or they will credit it to your account. Do you think the banker is going to ask you why you got the check, who paid you, what was the purpose of writing this check? Do you think the banker is going to ask you all these questions? No. That is why it is called as unconditional order. You present the check and the banker has to honor the check. Number three, check is drawn on a specified banker. As I told, each account holder with each specific banks will have a checkbook. So they will be drawing the check on that particular specific banker. Every check leaf, right, that is printed will belong to some or the other bank, whether it's S Bank or SBI Bank or Canara Bank, right? There's so many banks, correct? So it depends upon which bank account holder you are, then you can draw upon that specified banker. Clear? Fourth one, check must be signed by the account holder. Definitely. After filling all the details of the check, if you're not going to sign there, the check is not valid. The check cannot be presented in the bank. Is that clear? So, signature is very important. The account holder has to sign on the check leaf, and that signature must match with the specimen signature that you provided during the application form. Number 5, payable on demand. So you take the check leaf and simply present it and demand for payment. Yes or no? You take the check leaf, go to the cashier and demand for the amount written in the check leaf, whether it is 5,000 or whether it is 5 lakh, etc. It is payable on demand. So I'm going to go and demand the money from the respective banker by presenting my check. That is called as payable on demand. So whenever I'm going to present the check within that 3-month valid period, right? I hope all of you know what is the validity period of a check leaf, right? From the date it is written, 3 months it is called as validity period. Okay. So within that 3 months, anytime if I go and demand my money using the check, the banker has to honor the check and encash my check. Number 6, certain sum of money. Of course, you're using this check or you're using this instrument in order to make certain transaction, either to receive money or either to pay money. Correct? These are the only two ways of transaction, paying money or receiving money. So check consists of a sum of money. Okay, it can be 5,000 rupees, 5 lakh rupees, or 5 crore rupees. It depends upon the transaction. Okay, so check consists of a certain amount of money, and make sure that the amount of money written in terms of number and in terms of words must exactly match. A slight difference over there, also the banker is not going to honor the check leaf. Okay, so the amount in worth also must be written specifically, and also the amount in words inside the box on the right side also must be written clearly. It must match. Number 7, payable to certain person or the bearer. Now we have already understood what is a order check, right? Or what is a cross check and what is a bearer check, correct? Now all of us have understood that particular concept. Now that is what here it speaks of, payable to certain person. Now what we saw in the example, pay to the order of Mr. X or Mr. Y, that is certain person, or to the bearer means when the check is not crossed. Okay, that is on the top left corner, two lines parallelly when you draw, it becomes crossed check. Nobody else who finds the check can encash it. Okay, only the person named in the check can encash or get the money in the check. But if it is not crossed, if it is a bearer check, okay, if you can exactly read the check leaf over there, I'll show you. Okay, here it is not written, but otherwise on the other check instruments that I've showed you, if you observe, it says left side, pay to the order of, and there is a place to write the person name. At the end of that line, it says or bearer. Okay, or bearer. So when you're crossing the check, you have to scratch out that word or bearer. Is that clear? If you do not, then whoever finds the check, okay, if it is not crossed, they will be eligible to get the payment of the check. So in reality, all the time the transactions are happen on a crossed check basis. Okay, now today, because the technology is so much improved and we have online transaction and online transfers, right? Like NEFT, RTGS, or even Paytm or PhonePe or Google Pay, the amount of payments made using a check leaf is very much less, okay, these days, because we have other modes of payments which is more secure. Okay, because check, if you lose it, it's lost, or if you're not crossed it and you've lost the check. Okay, so there's a lot of disadvantages with check as well. So we can use the other modes of payment in such cases. Number 8, check must be duly dated by the account holder. As I told, you have to mention the date correctly. You cannot mention the wrong date, okay, or the date that does not exist at all. Can you write 32/4/2021? Does that date exist? 34th date exist? No, correct? So you need to be careful in writing the date. Okay, you cannot write a past date also. If I'm writing the check today, I have to consider today's date. What if I consider 1st July 2021? It's not valid, correct? So I need to make sure I need to write the correct date. Clear? So all these duly details, when it's completed, then the banker will definitely honor the check either by encashing it, or if it is a cross check, the banker will directly credit it to your respective account. So hope you've understood the topic. What is a check? What is a check? Okay. What are the features of the check over here? What are the parties? Drawer, drawee, payee. and the different features of a check.